Michael Ruben Rinaldi now going P4, his new personal best to 1:29.460. Bautista had just gone across the line to improve. He's now up to P8, 1:29.572. From him, Jonathan Rea has set a second lap, but not been able to improve his position. So he's still well down the order. But plenty of riders improving now with 4 minutes to go. Eggerter, Gardner, we're just about to see him cross the line to move up from P11. He goes as high as P4, so 1:29.349. Fastest time of the day for him as well. And again, less than half a second covering your top 8 as things stand. A typically close encounter here in Phillip Island.
Yeah, let's have a look through the timing screens as well to see who's fast and where they're fast. Sector 1, Alex Lowe's on the Kawasaki. P1 in the session right now. He's fast in Sector 1 and Sector 3. For Danilo Petrucci on the Barney bike, he's the fastest of all in Sector 2. That's helped him get himself up to the 6th fastest time and actually on course to improve that right now. In the final sector, no surprise, it's Alvaro Bautista. That's always been where he's been very strong, but he's not the fastest rider through the speed trap. That's his teammate Nicola Bulaga. But plenty of the Ducati riders able to use that extra 500 revs that they have for this season. And Petrucci, he's certainly one of the guys that has benefited from that as well. Just having that little bit more for the larger riders, it does make a big difference. Petrucci up there into the top 3 as well.
Yes, Petrucci P3. Michael van der Mark now up into 4th position with a new personal best for him, 1:29.264. So they're all heading to the kind of area of that pole time from Tom Sykes that was obliterated by Andrea Locatelli earlier on today as well.
Just looking at the times as well, we've got 3 minutes left in the session, so things are going to change, but fair play to Philip Oertel up there inside the top 10. He had very limited running during Tuesday's test. This is where he was really strong last year. Top 5 finish, came away from that weekend with the Go 11 Ducati, impressed everyone. And it is a track that does suit him, but to get himself up there in the GMT 94 bike into the top 10 with such limited running, that's going to give him, Christophe Guillot and the rest of the team an awful lot of encouragement.
Yes, we had better give him some credit on air, because just before we came on, I was teasing him about the fact that he'd had a bit of a crash in the karting at the media event earlier on in the weekend that was officially confirmed the best crash of that media event for Philip Oertel. So thankfully, none the worse for wear, and still out there up in the top 10 with 2 minutes to go in FP2.
I've never won the best crash award goal karting, but I've often been told, please never come back here again after some of mine.
Yes, best crash or worst crash, depends on the way you look at things, doesn't it? Toprak Razgatlioglu crosses the line, new personal best, 1:29.407 for him. So look at that, less than 4/10 of a second now covering your top 8, less than half a second covering 11 riders. So very even here in Phillip Island, and obviously 89-second laps as well.
Always very easy to read too much into any free practice session, particularly one where we've only had half an hour's running effectively on the Friday. But for the Bonovo BMW riders, Scott Redding down in 18th and his teammate Garrett Gerloff down in 20th, they'll obviously need to make big steps forward from that when push comes to shove in the Super Pole session. But when you look at Van der Mark up there inside the top 4, and then also Toprak in 8th position, the Rocket Boys are doing a better job right now as it stands, but no points and no prizes given out for the free practice sessions, but we'll keep an eye on what the Bonovo bikes do tomorrow. Yeah,
but no prizes at very least, but certainly booby prizes at the moment for the likes of Alvaro Bautista down in 12th and Jonathan Rea in 16th. Both would expect better, frankly, even if it is just an unusual Friday. Bautista crossing the line there, 1:29.6, so similar ballpark to his fastest time of the day, a 1:29.5. Everyone down to 14th position has been sub 1:30, including Xavi Vierque, who's currently 14th. Axel Bassani's been relegated well back. He's only now making his way out onto the circuit, so he's not going to get another flying lap in. And Jonathan Rea all the way down in 16th position.
Yeah, pretty much the only rider in the leading positions that hasn't improved this time, Andrea Locatelli, but he's also done more laps than anyone else as well. Locatelli out there with 17 laps, so he might well be using this session to do a full race sim and getting to 10 lap stints out there in his tyres.
And of course, to be fair to Locatelli, he was the one who set the pace earlier on today, so his time from FP1 still puts him 3rd on the combined times as the checkered flag falls then in free practice 2. Michael Ruben Rinaldi had just crossed the line to set a new personal best of 1:29.343, so I think he will get one more lap in. This is Alvaro Bautista. He was up at the halfway mark on this lap, but the time has gone away from him in sector 3, and he's 3/4 of a second down now on the fastest time from Alex Lowes. 6/10 between first position and 13th. So just to prove once again what a great field we've got.